Podcast, the podcast discussing Montgomery County, Maryland, and beyond issues where you are part of the show. I'm Jason Maxey, and I'm here for a special show at the home of Justin Valenti, a local artist and disability advocate. For this episode, I'll be interviewing Justin and showing off some of his art in this art showcase. Whether you're watching live or at a later date, you can check out all of his artwork available at jkvalenti2014.com, which you'll see at the top of the screen. He's constantly updating his site with more artwork and sales as it comes out, and they make excellent gifts. The QR codes will be showing on the screen for each product linked directly to his site for purchase. If you'd like me to post the link on social media directly, type in the chat which piece you're interested in, and I'll post the link. They're also just on the website. So, reminder that Justin has tons of artwork for sale on his website. It is not being shown specifically today. So, again, check out his website at the top of the screen to look at the full collection. We're going to start with a few questions. So, Justin, tell me about how you got started doing art.
So I got started in elementary school. I was interested in taking art classes then, and then when I transitioned to middle school, I began taking more art classes, and I was in an arts rotation in middle school, and I went to a couple of art camps. And then when I started high school, I took a digital art class, and I immediately fell in love with the art that they were teaching. And then when I graduated, I went to California to an animation school where I learned how to use Adobe software. And then after learning that animation school is not a good fit, I went to Visibility Art Lab, and I liked that, so I started going there, and I've been going there for 8 years, and I've been selling and creating art for 8 years professionally as well.
Oh, wow, that's quite a while. And I don't know if people know this, but Justin and I actually both went to Quince Orchard High School as well, locally down the street, which is a cool connection that we have. So I understand that your materials have quite a bit of cost. You also put a lot of time into your art. I think that's one of the things like a lot of artists have in common is their artwork is undervalued because of how much time and materials go into it. Could you just kind of like explain the materials that go into some of your artwork and like how much time it takes to do different pieces like the fluid painting versus the digital art and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure. My digital art requires a computer drawing tablet and a stylus, and I use software that doesn't come with the drawing tablet and the stylus to create my digital art. And my fluid art requires 3 materials: Floetrol, which you can get from a hardware store. Then there's silicone drip oil, which creates paint cells within the painting. And then there's canvases and acrylic paints as well that you use when you paint.
Oh, well, that's quite a bit. And I've seen you talk about a bit about the different types of techniques when you do the pour painting. Can you expand on that and like also how you choose different colors? Like I love some of these pieces, and I've never understand how you come up with these great ideas for like the different colors.
So basically, when I select like colors, I usually pick the colors based on what mood I'm in or like what I'm feeling like creating. And I create based on like how I feel.
That's cool. So like if you're feeling happy, it'll be like a bunch of bright colors.
Yes.
Like that. And
yes.
then sad, maybe some dark colors, or is it not that simple? Am I oversimplifying it?
Well, I don't really think about the colors as much as I do how I'm feeling, and then how I'm feeling like kind of decides what colors I use.
Okay, cool, very cool. So let's go into. Let me give me a sec here to try and let's go showing some of these first products here. How do I make it look good? Here we go. Okay, so Fiery Ash, is that up here on the table?
Yes, it is. It's this one.
Okay. Do you want to like hold it up and show it maybe a little closer to the camera? And also apologize, I'm not just sitting here on my phone. I'm just making sure that we're sharing to all the different locations. So I just want to make sure you all know that.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
this is Fiery Ash. This painting was created using the fluid art method, and it is created at home, and it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I really like the colors in this one. Is it like the dots means it has a lot of extra the fluterol? Is that what it means? Like when it has the more textures?
Yeah, precisely.
Uh-huh. And you said there's other materials used in fluterol, or is it mostly all?
So it's well, I think you mean Floetrol.
Oh yeah, sorry.
And so it's using Floetrol, silicone drip oil, and acrylic paint on a canvas or other surface.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it works better on canvas, it seems like, than if you were just to put it on a piece of paper, it wouldn't have the same effect.
Yes.
Okay. I'm done with the tech, so appreciate everyone on the show. If you have a comment or question, we'll see it in the chat. So yeah. So again, that one's Fiery Ash, and you can use the QR code or visit Justin's website for that. And again, this is just a very small sampling. I know I've seen you've got a quite large collection of stuff ready for sale. So like on the website and stuff. So if the specific ones aren't ones you're looking for, there are more. And you can see here, there's also lots of different sizes and shapes and everything, which goes into the pricing as well. I know one of my favorites of yours is not on the table, but I might have to talk to you about it after the show. Okay, so then we have Electric Ocean.
So this is Electric Ocean. It is a fluid painting, and I created it at home. It was created using the method that I described earlier, and it's also my second favorite out of everything here.
Now do you ever end up being like, hey, I like this one too much, I'm going to keep it, or does that typically, you make them to sell and they go?
Well, I do fluid art as like a passion. So I'm not making them to sell them. I'm making them because I enjoy it and I like doing that type of art.
Okay, I think that's awesome. Like I know you have another job also, and this is great to support you and to support you continuing to make art. Yeah. Do you want to turn around? I noticed something. I didn't notice this before. It has a nice little like stamp on the back too, so you can see and the name tag. So that's really cool. I think one of the ones I bought from you previously is similar colors to this one that my kids love, and it's up on the wall in my room.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, again, if people are just joining us, you can check out Justin's website at the top here, JK Valenti. Am I saying that right, Valenti?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Probably should have checked beforehand, but yes. 2020 or 2014.com. And for those of us or those of you that are just listening later on, we will also provide that link in the podcast text. Let me just check here. Oh, I did not go live on Instagram again. So it's live now on Instagram. There's one extra step for that. So yeah, so for those of us joining on Instagram now, this is Justin Valenti's art collection and art showcase here. And you can check out his website, jkvalenti2014.com, for all of his full collection for sale. So he was just saying, he creates art because he loves creating this type of art and enjoys it. But the sales will help him to continue to create more art and pay for his supplies and such. So, all right, let's look on the next one. Oh, I love this one. Maritime Adventure. Is that under here?
Yeah, that's under there.
grab it.
Wait, it's this one.
Oh, okay.
So Maritime Adventure is an 11 by 14 piece, and it was another one created in my home art studio, and it is a favorite of mine.
Awesome. I like that one. The colors are really, really dynamic there. Like the shade. Cool. So let's see. Can the new camera that I'm using here is a little darker, so you can't really see it. I think the picture has a more brighter version of it as well. And you can see, that's available on the website with the QR code, or just going to the website. Does it have a search? Like if somebody were to search for the, Maritime Adventure, it would show up, or?
It has a search feature that just click on the magnifying glass and type what you're searching for. It's on the top of my website, and then the piece that you are looking for should show up.
And now you do all the design for the website and social media and everything as well, right? Yourself?
Yes.
So I think you're one of the hardest workers out there that is really, puts a lot of work and effort into updating your website, making sure it's modernized, doing social media posts, and both, about art and about, other topics. And, I really appreciate all the work and also the thought you put into all your posts. So
thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I had another question, but maybe it'll come back to me. That's right. So I was usually I do your website from my phone, and it's a relatively basic thing. But when I was researching for this conversation, I went on my computer and I saw that when you put your mouse over the one part, it like has a wave, and I thought that was really cool. I really appreciated that, how your website was very artistic as well. So
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's go to another question here before we show some pieces. So can you tell me something about your advocacy work?
So I'm on the board of directors for the ARC Maryland. I've been on that board since 2020. What led to me being on that board was that I advocate for people with disabilities, for the inclusion in schools, and for their inclusion in everyday life. And I'm part of groups in Maryland called People on the Go, and Stand Together is another one. And I've been advocating for almost a decade now.
Oh, wow. That's quite a long time.
Yeah.
I know that your resume regarding advocacy work is quite impressive. What do you think? Like, do you have any specific priorities that you're currently focusing on, or just general?
So I'm focused on advocacy in general, although I do have a focus on inclusion of people.
Gotcha. And I know that's been kind of a big focus of a lot of your posts as well. I think, sometimes people don't think about, actions that maybe, affect other people as much, right? And then you can see, like you don't think about it, but then, you pointed out like, well, I want to be included more, this situation happened or whatever. And it makes people think, more about just in general about, making sure you're including everyone, making sure everyone's part of it, which I'm, a big supporter of as well. So
thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you for your work on that as well. I know there's a lot of people that appreciate that. So let's talk a little more about VisArts. So it seems like a great program. It's located in Rockville, or is that just one location?
Well, it's located in the Rockville Town Square on Maryland Avenue. We have a studio, and then there's also a main building on Gibbs Street in Rockville.
Okay.
And there's we have art shows that we travel to. So sometimes our work gets moved from one place to another, but we're mainly in Rockville.
Okay, and I know I've been to at least one show at that Gibbs location is like the executive office, and then it has some rooms for exposés and stuff like that. Is that maybe
Yes.
Okay. But you are mostly spend most of your time in the studio creating art. Is that correct? Or
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
I go to the studio once a week when I'm not working. I create art, and then that's like my art day in the studio.
Okay.
And then I
Cool.
also participate in art shows at that location and other places too.
And is VizArt like, is it a franchise? Like, is that the one location, or do they have like other
They have
places?
a VizArts. They have a studio in Virginia that's similar, but it's the VizArts in Rockville is the only VizArts in Maryland.
Okay, gotcha. And I mean, they have classes for like a large range of types of art and like people as well. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I know I've seen some interesting stuff when I've gone to some of your shows with some of the other artists, you know, creating stuff. I mean, I love your art. Don't get me wrong,
Yes.
but you know, I think it's interesting, you know, when you go there and you get to experience each different person's perspective on art. So let's see. Let's move on to the next item here. And again, if you're just joining us, you can check out the website jkvalenti2014.com at any time and see the full range of products available. They make great presents. I am actually, hopefully my dad won't watch this, I'm giving him one of the paintings I bought last year for Hanukkah. I had originally bought it for last year, but I ended up not giving it to him, and then I bought one for my mom. That was her birthday present last year.
Okay.
So I love getting them, and I think my in-laws, I got one for them as well. So I did a lot of, you know, family holiday shopping through Justin last year. And I know, and so let's talk real quick. I know this is a sidetrack. So, you know, you do commissions for your digital art as well, right?
Yes, I do.
Because I know, you know, I was like, I really want the Alex Ovechkin holding up the Stanley Cup picture, and you turned it around like a week, and later I had it. So that was really awesome.
Yeah.
So just a reminder, you know, if there is something, and we'll get into the digital art shortly here, but if there's a painting or a picture or, you know, whatever it is, Justin can create that, you know, by commission for different pieces. Can we show one of those actually to start with? I know we haven't gotten to it yet, but just actually I can show. We'll just show this one. So this is Elton John, right? Okay. So here's the Elton John, and that's the same one he's holding up. And now these ones you can create another, right? If somebody ever want, which is a cool aspect of this. But they, you know, they are framed, or do they come framed, or they come like this?
They come like this or framed. You have the option of picking one with a frame or without a frame. And we can just give you the print, or you can buy it like this.
Okay, I see. Yeah, I mean, I love looking through these because there's so much variety in all the different digital. What do you call it? Is it digital drawings or
digital art? Digital art.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a more specific title, but yeah. So, you know, again, he can create, you know, whatever pieces that you want using his style, and yeah. So, and there's a lot on the website there, or, you know, you can use the QR code here to do that one. So you can put that down. Maybe put it here so we can go on next. So let's go back to, which was the next fluid painting that we did not do. Did we do Spirited Ocean? Yeah. Is that next?
That's next.
Okay, let's show that one up.
So that one is right there.
and that's a big one.
Yeah, it is a big
So
one.
that's why it's a little more expensive. But I think the big ones offer some of the best deals as well, because it's really it's big. It takes up a lot of space on your wall, and obviously it required more materials, but the cost to go up is smaller. So I like that one a lot. That one looks like a Matchbox car. If you see, the Matchbox, like the main boxes, right? They're orange and blue. Looks kind of like that. That's cool. Um, very cool. So again, that's available on the website, and you can see the QR code here. If there's anyone that wants me to also paste the link directly in, let me see if there's any. Okay, no comments, which that's fine. We are here and hanging out for a bit longer, and then let's go and show the next one. Under the Bridge. Is that up here somewhere?
Yes, it is.
Is this one?
That's that one, I believe. Yeah, it's this one. So this one was created in my home art studio, and it is made with acrylic paint, Floetrol, silicone drip oil, and it is a new one that I did this year, and it is 8x10.
Very cool. I like to look at them and imagine, kind of like when you're looking at the clouds and you think of what this one. I see kind of a dragon in there. I know you've got what was the name? Under the Bridge. I like your names, but I like to also come up with. I see a little dragon head, a little fire coming out.
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. I love all of them. I mean, be honest, they're all very cool. And so let's keep going. I do have about 15 minutes left before I gotta go. I know we started a little late, so we'll try to speed up the showing a little bit. And we still got a few more questions. So which ones is this the one back here? Oh,
No, it's this one.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
So this is the subterranean illumination. As you can see, it's one of my bigger canvases. And it was also created in my home art studio, and it is one of the biggest ones that I've ever created.
So it's big because it's thick?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Let me see if we can show. Oh, it's heavy too. It's got a really thick wood. So you can see there, it's got kind of a thicker, hardier wood frame compared to these other ones. It's about 3 times as thick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's got some heft to it. I was surprised. I was used to picking up the other ones. Or should we put it here so we can? So the other thing, you want to show them some of these like other products that are not paintings, because I think those are really cool.
Sure. So these are note cards that have like different dogs on them, and they're wrapped in paw print. Let me hold it. So you can see there's a Rottweiler on here. There's also some other dogs, and it's got like ribbon, like paw print ribbon on it. And then also I have mugs, which are really cool because they have orange, and they have one of my paintings on them and my websites on them. And then I have tote bags, which are right here. And they have a lot of storage space, and they're good quality, and they're really durable.
Yeah, you can tell they definitely look durable. And I love this picture too. I don't know if any fans of the of Office Space out there, but that's where it came from, right?
Yes.
Okay. So it's got the red swing line from Office Space. And I actually have one of those at home as well. that my friend got me as a gag gift, but I use it all the time. In fact, I used it today to staple these papers. So
Okay.
it's really, I like that. That's cool. Okay, and I just want to make sure we got to see those because there is stuff besides just the digital art and the pour paintings. I mean, there's a lot of options for those as well. But you know, if you're looking for something different, the or the cards, I think make really good because you've got also right. These are some digital images of the pour paintings. I don't know if you can see that well, but I think that's a really cool. Like you have a gift you want to give somebody, and you can use a card as well. So
Yeah, thank you.
okay, so let us move on to the next piece here. Dawn on the River.
So this is this one, and you can see it has craft paper on the back of it. That's to protect the back. And this piece reminds me of the river, like in like a tropical jungle, and like morning, like waking up and having the river right there. And you can see it's very colorful too.
Yeah, it's definitely colorful. I can almost see it also like if the river was frozen and you had some light shining through the ice or something too. It's very cool.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I see. It's very, very cool. I love these colors in here too. Right. Let's just make sure we can see you. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the next one here. And reminder again for people that are just joining now, all of Justin's art is on his website. It's at the top of the screen up there, jkvalenti2014.com. Again, it makes great gifts or for yourself as well. I definitely got a few in my house, which we enjoy. Okay, so this is next is Flames in the Forest. Is that the other?
That's
really
that
big
one.
back
Yeah.
here? So let me get out of the way a little bit. You're good. I think it's over on my side this time. So yeah, that's another really big one, right? That's one.
Yeah.
What's the size of these really big ones?
So they're 16 by 20.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's really big.
Yes.
Cool. And what was that one's called? Flames in the Forest. Oh, I totally see that one.
Yeah.
The flames are there. The trees are there. It's a little frightening. The flames eating up the trees, but I mean, it's a really pretty painting. So
Thank you.
and that looks like that one was made this year as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay, and then we're almost on to the digital ones here. Again, thanks everyone for following along and watching. We'll have the show on available on all major streaming and podcast platforms as well. But share, tell your friends, and maybe somebody will find something they like.
Yeah, so this is Swipe Right. It was made using a variety of different colors, using the swipe technique that is very popular with fluid artists. And it was created using acrylic paint in the same materials, but a different technique.
Let's tilt it up a little bit. Can you explain what the swipe right technique means?
So I used and I poured paint on, and then I dragged the cardboard from one side of the painting to the other, which created these beautiful cells within the painting.
Okay. Very cool. So as opposed to kind of going like this, you actually put it down, and I mean that is.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can. I'm going to bring this up close because I think that is a really cool detail on this one. Can we see it well? I know the camera doesn't do great with the light, but this is what he's talking about here. These cells are really cool. There's a lot of them. I see a lot of different interesting things in here as well. Little turkey there, and maybe some turtles and all sorts of stuff. This is very cool.
Yeah.
I like that. That technique really does come out with some cool textures there. Okay, so we did the Elton John. So let's move on to Eden's Rose.
So this is a print in a matted frame, and it's basically a picture of a rose that I drew digitally, and I had printed, and it has a blue background too.
Cool. I like that one. It's nice, kind of simple, but pretty, but beautiful.
Yes.
So.
And then.
And is that like little stars in the background, or is that from the?
That's little stars.
Okay, so it's like a subtle background.
Yes.
Design. I like that. Sometimes, it's like a lot of different things, but that one's really nice. Okay, let's see what's next. Now, I'm not going to try to pronounce this because I was reading it and I'm sure I was going to pronounce it wrong. So how do you say it?
Arc de Triomphe.
Yeah.
It's a French landmark. And this one you can see, you probably can't see on camera, but this one has a lot of little details in it. In the way the arc is, like you can see like there's like little designs in the building.
Oh yeah, so you got actually the interior design as well. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see it on the picture probably better than here as well too. But yeah, that one's really nice. I like also the shade, the gradient that goes across the top is very pleasing as well there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see. Okay, Carnival Colors. I think this is the last of the fluid paintings. Now again, this is just a small sample of what is available on the website jkvalenti2014.com up here. And we'd really appreciate you supporting Justin and his artwork. I think he does great amount of stuff for the community. He works really hard, and he makes really beautiful art. And I think we should all support him to keep doing that. So
this painting is called Carnival Colors, and you can see there's a lot of little cells in it, and it has like colors like that you would see like at a carnival, like the colors of like a tent. And it has, you can see on the back, there's wire on it for hanging. So it would make a great gift for anyone who likes carnivals or the circus.
Okay. And that's the thing. There's literally something for everyone in this, on the website and here. It's not all one color, not all one style. They're all unique pieces. Particularly the pour paintings, like there will not be a second one of this. That's something that's really cool about this art. It's not, mass produced. It's all made by hand by Justin, either at VisArts or at home, pretty much.
Right.
All of it. Yeah. So yeah, check it out. Check out the website, because if you wait, your favorite piece might be gone. Could happen. So get there soon, let's see what's next. And again, for the digital ones, he can always print another if your favorite is already sold. Does it on the website? They can buy, like if somebody bought one, they can still buy another of the digital.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's all taken care of on the website. You won't try to buy something and it already be sold. The website handles all that. So we're gonna do this one, the robotic high five.
So this one is about a human giving a robot or artificial intelligence a high five. I was inspired by recent events for this one. and it was created using Adobe software on my computer in a drawing tablet.
Very cool. Now for the drawing, you actually are drawing each line
Yes.
on each of these digital pieces, which I think is very meticulous, especially like going back to this one. I mean, that's a lot of lines and a lot of detail. I mean, obviously they all have a lot of detail, but that one in particular has a lot of detail. So you can just see the amount of work and effort and time that goes into these art pieces. So, appreciate your time and your work.
Thank you.
And even, I mean, this one too, right? Like, I mean, it's maybe a little hard to see, but there's a lot of detail in the hand as well. So, all right, let's go to our last piece of the night, and then we'll do a little closeout with maybe one or two more questions, and then that'll be it. So, you want to show this one?
So this one is called Colorful Phones because each of the phones in the picture is a different color. And I was inspired by like the old-fashioned telephones for this one. And it is a reminder that everyone is unique no matter what your differences are.
Oh, I love that message. It's a great, great message. Just make sure we're not missing any comments here on Instagram or anywhere. Don't think so. So we will head out with a couple last questions. So I've seen that you have some public murals. Can you tell us about where they are and like how you just like got into that?
So when I was at VisArts, I was contacted by Montgomery Parks to create my first mural at Weecham Regional Park at the playground. It has a focus on inclusion, diversity, unity, and acceptance of all people. And that was created with collaboration from the Arc Maryland.
Okay.
And I also submitted applications for 2 or 3 other murals, but I didn't get accepted. But I'm not letting that stop me from applying for future opportunities.
That's great. Like you said, you can't win everyone, right?
Right.
That's not how life works, and just keep at it. And I've seen the pictures of your Whedon mural. I mean, it's I think it's perfect setting for a kids park to focus on inclusion, and the colors are great. I was actually just saw when I was getting ready for this, I saw a picture of it pop up that you posted it maybe 6 days ago or something.
Yeah.
Which was funny. Like on my way over here, I saw that again. So that was cool. And I'm happy that you get appreciated for that work you do and put in for advocacy as well as your art. And so speaking of which, I saw you received like a lot of awards recently with work, and even one from the governor of Maryland.
Yes. So I got an award for my contributions to disability culture from Maryland Governor Wes Moore. Then the Arc Maryland actually nominated me for that award, and I got a citation as well with that award. And it had like the governor's signature and several other signatures. And then I also have won like a couple of awards for my work like at my day job, which I think is really important because it's important to be recognized for your hard work, especially if you have a disability and struggle with being positive all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's great, and I'm really happy that you got those awards, and I think that's great, and congratulations as well.
Thank you.
It's my first time seeing you since the additional ones. So with that, we'll close it out here in a sec. Again, up there, jkvalenti2014.com website. It's always updated with new artwork and everything. And thank you, Justin, for doing this. And Just trying to close everything out here. Okay. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And maybe we'll do this again sometime, but otherwise, I will keep sharing your work and hope you keep enjoying doing this beautiful artwork, and hopefully this will help get you a few sales as well. Oh, so let me see. We got a comment here. Somebody said, "Good job. I'm proud of you." Sorry, I can't see. It's Linda. So yes, thank you, Linda. And with that, I'm definitely proud of Justin too. Because I've seen him along the way, and some of your struggles and also some of your successes. So I think that makes it even sweeter.
Mhm.
So thank you for being on here, and goodbye. We'll see you. Please share this to your friends and your audience, and help support Justin and help support the MoCo Mike Live podcast. So